Hey, how's going guys? You are watching FreeCloud Gaming YouTube channel, and today in this video I am going to show you top 3 offline first-person shooter games for low-end PCs. And in order to run all the above 5 games at playable FPS, your computer must have at least 2 GB of RAM installed, a dual-core CPU, and no graphics card. And all the above 5 games will be listed randomly. So now let's get started after the intro. On number 3 spot we have Peter Jackson's King Kong. King Kong is a 2005 action-adventure video game developed and published by Ubisoft. In the game, the player assumes the roles of both New York scriptwriter Jack Driscoll and the giant gorilla, King Kong, as they struggle to survive the threats of Skull Isle and in 1933. Human levels are controlled from a first-person perspective. Interspersed with human adventure are levels in which the player controls Kong himself, traversing Skull Island's unique geography, battling various giant monsters while defending Anne. The Kong levels take place in a third-person view, as the player directs Kong to punch, grab and use objects, corpses as weapons. He can also bite, climb, charge, hurtle enemies and pound his chest to go into Fury mode. When Kong is sent into Fury mode, the sky becomes tinted with a golden hue and Kong becomes more powerful and less vulnerable to attack. Many of the Kong sequences fulfill the role of boss fights, as the giant ape is able to effectively battle the gigantic creatures that Jack's weapons cannot harm. So definitely worth a try. On number 2 spot we have Aliens, Colonial Marines. Aliens, Colonial Marines is a 2013 first-person shooter developed by Gearbox Software. Aliens, Colonial Marines is based on the Alien science fiction horror film series. The game's campaign mode, which can be played by a single player or cooperatively by up to 4 players, features 11 missions that involve players moving from one checkpoint to another while fighting opponents. Opponents consist of either alien creatures, also known as xenomorphs, or hostile human mercenaries. Xenomorphs are fast and primarily attack with their claws or by spitting acid, while mercenaries are slower and use firearms. Players have access to weapons such as pistols, shotguns, grenades, pulse rifles, flamethrowers, robotic sentry turrets, and smart guns, which automatically track and target opponents. They may also use welding torches to seal doors and motion trackers to detect unseen enemies. Ammunition can be found on defeated mercenaries or from certain locations in the mission area. Colonial Marines also features a competitive multiplayer mode where 2 teams of up to 5 players face each other in 4 different scenarios. Each scenario involves one team playing as Colonial Marines and the other as aliens. After a time limit has been reached, players switch roles and play once more on the same map. Scenarios include Team Deathmatch, where both teams must kill as many opposing players as possible, Extermination, where Colonial Marines must detonate bombs in egg-infested areas protected by aliens, Escape, which involves Colonial Marines completing objectives to reach a destination while being assaulted by aliens, and Survivor, where Colonial Marines must survive attacks from aliens with limited health and ammunition resources for as long as possible. Unlike Colonial Marines, alien players play from a third-person perspective and cannot use firearms, but have the ability to climb walls, run on ceilings, deliver attacks with their claws, and unleash streams of acid. So definitely worth a try. On number 1 spot we have 7554, Glorious Memories Revived. 7554, Glorious Memories Revived is a first-person shooter video game developed by Vietnamese. The player assumes the role of a Viet Minh soldier during the First Indochina War. The player can only carry up to 2 firearms plus a melee weapon and hand grenades. Different weapons and ammo can be picked up from fallen soldiers and other locations, while fixed weapon emplacements can also be used. The player can crouch and lie prone, and is able to scale low walls and other obstacles. As a result, Players should find safe cover to crouch or lie prone to restore their health. A grenade icon shows the player the direction and proximity of grenades about to explode. They can also die if they are too close to any explosions. The weapons used in the game are based on actual weapons the Viet Minh used during the war. Some, including the Raisaka rifle, were sourced from Japanese armories captured after the Japanese surrender following World War II. So definitely worth a try. So that's all for today's video, guys. First of all, thank you so much for watching. And if you liked it, make sure to subscribe and press the bell icon and give this video a thumbs up to show your support on the video in numbers. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care of yourselves. Bye.